Bookflowers! It's Kristen from Perks of a Bookflower, and today I am delighted to be bringing you something a bit different on my channel, where basically I'm going to be recommending books to you based off of what the color makes me think of. Now, color association is a thing that's kind of been, we're kind of just born knowing it, right? Blue is sad, yellow, sunshine, happy, green, earth, nature things. So I have decided to start a series on my channel where basically I'm just going to be recommending books to you based off of the color association. For example, today, to get us started, I'm recommending books to you that feel or make me think of the color pink. So with the color pink, I think of everything that is soft and sweet, gentle stories, stories that won't harm you very much. So today's recommendations, I have categories for you in adult fiction, I have middle grade, and I have some YA. I'm so excited to get to all of them, and we're gonna go ahead and hop to it. The first book I am going to recommend to you is The Dutch House by Ann Patchett. This is a soft but masterfully told story of a brother and sister and their relationship as their life changes and how their life all kind of centers around this house, the Dutch house, and their relationship to it. In some ways, it did give me like these Cinderella vibes, but for the most part, I felt like the Dutch house was simply a story of family and specifically the sibling bond. And though there are sad parts to it, I don't think that any part of the story will hurt you. Dutch House is a literary fiction adult novel, so it will be a bit more of a slow burn. So if literary fiction is not your thing, you may not love it, but if it is, I think that this will be the perfect pink, sweet, soft read for you. The next book on my list is The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry. This follows a man named A.J. Fikry, who owns a bookstore and is pretty much content on living on his own after his wife dies. And then a baby shows up and a lady selling books to him. And suddenly his life is forced to change, but not in a bad way. This book, while it has some tender moments, is overall a very sweet and soft book that will just fill you with wonder and won't hurt you at all. I believe I gave it 5 stars when I read it and still think fondly of it to this day. Oh, I love talking about this book. My next recommendation for a pink, soft, and sweet book is going to be the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. This is a historical fiction novel that takes place in World War II in German-occupied Guernsey, a British island. It's an epistolary novel that follows a ragtag group of individuals as they unite over a common love of books as a way to find their sanity during a very difficult time in the war. This book is both a romance and a salute to literature, and overall it does have its sad moments, but it's mainly just soft and sweet and whimsical, and you'll learn some more about the war too. And if you haven't read a book that's written in an epistolary form, I definitely recommend it. The next soft and sweet read that I have for you is A Man Called Ove by Frederick Bachman. This is a character study novel that really dives into the character of Ove, a kind of grumpy, curmudgeon-y type of old man who doesn't like people to stand on his lawn, basically. He's one of those. But then some interesting incidents occur and make him less grumpy, and we kind of understand why he is the way he is more. And overall, it's one of my favorite novels of all time. I think because I really love a good character-driven story, and I think that Ove just has so many layers that you keep pulling back, and overall, I find it to be masterfully written. So, if you are looking for a soft and sweet read, you will be pleasantly pleased with A Man Called Ove. All right, now I have 3 middle grades picks that I think you will enjoy. These are 3 books that really kind of scream soft and sweet to me. And the first one is Weird Little Robots by Caroline Crimmy. This follows the story of a girl named Penny Rose who has some quite magical robots. And she thinks that she's happy enough with them. She doesn't need any friends or anything like that. And then she meets the girl next door. And and they become friends. And the weird little robot story basically follows Penny as she learns what it really means to be a good friend. It's written beautifully. It's filled with just these whimsical drawings, and it has this element of magical realism that was pleasantly enjoyable to me. So overall, I think that you will be quite thrilled with how soft and sweet Weird Little Robots is. The next book I would like to recommend to you is a graphic novel called Smile by Raina Telgemeier. This story is basically autobiographical. It kind of highlights a moment in Raina's life whenever she damaged her teeth due to an accident, and it's a coming of age story. It's illustrated so fun, and it also kind of highlights, family relationships and being gentle with yourself as you grow up. And overall, I think it's a story that won't harm you and will only make you smile, so it definitely fits the category of being a pink book that is soft and sweet. The final middle grade book that I will recommend to you is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. This story is a collection of whimsical sayings that kind of follows a storyline. Basically, it follows a boy who meets a mole, a fox, and a horse, and the friendship that they create as the boy grows up a little bit and is guided by these friends into learning a little bit more about the world. The coolest part about this story to me is the illustrations. I believe they really carry it and kind of do justice to the nature of the story, which at its whole is really just some nice sayings. I found it to be kind of pretentious at times, but if you're able to look past that, it truly is sweet and soft and very, very pink. It almost hit me in the face. All right, and to end off our soft and sweet recommendations, I am going to recommend now 3 YA novels. The first is Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This story follows 2 boys named Nick and Charlie who fall in love in high school, and it's so sweet and it's so cute, and Alice Oseman is a really good drawer. I mean, just open up to any page and you'll see. And overall, I just loved it. It is the embodiment of a soft and sweet read that will do you absolutely no harm. It is a YA graphic novel. It can be a tad on the cheeseball side, but if that's your thing, and even if it's not, you'll still probably love this graphic novel. The next YA book that I think you'll find to be very soft and very sweet and very pink is Sheets by Brenna Thumler. This is a graphic novel that follows the story of a girl who works at a laundromat that is struggling to be kept afloat, and also a ghost named Wendell. In this universe, ghosts look like sheets, hence the name Sheets. And it's about how our main character's life changes when she meets Wendell, and how the main character tries to save her laundromat. And overall, it is beautiful. It deals a lot with grief, but in a way that doesn't end up making the whole story sad. I think that everything kind of works to make this a soft and sweet story. If you're very sensitive to grief, I don't recommend it, but otherwise I think that it's the perfect soft, sweet, pink read. And the last soft and sweet read that I am going to recommend to you is Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. This story follows Eleanor and Park as they fall in love for the very first time. It's a story of first love and adolescence and difficult home life, and it definitely has its sadness, but I think overall the romance really ends up making it so sweet, and it's a very pure type of romance thing going on, very much first love and crushes, and all of that works together to just create the most gentle, sweet story imaginable. And there you have it. Those are 10 books that I truly believe embody what I think the color pink is. They are soft and they are sweet, and if you read them, you will be touched, but you will not be tortured. If you like this video, be sure that you hit the like button. In the comments below, let me know if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts are on them. And also let me know if you would like to see more in this series. Of course, all I want to do is make videos that I love and videos that you'll love. So if you don't like this concept, let me know. And same if you do, I would love to hear that as well. Let me know which color you want to see next time, because that's still up in the air at the moment. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. All right, book flowers, that's going to be it for now. Thanks for stopping by.